Yeah, a very big welcome to you, my dear Scorpio, and always a big welcome to all the other signs that felt like this constellation has a message for them as well. The sun has moved, or the earth has turned in such a way that we see behind the sun the constellation Cancer, and the moon circling around our beautiful planet Earth is now in your constellation Scorpio. You get only once a month a reading because I'm taking exactly the day where the moon is in your sign so that we can look deep into your subconscious. Now this is cardinal Cancer, emotional, and you are fixed and are also quite a water sign, but they're different in how they express their emotions. Here Cancer is someone that says, I am successful with when I put these two dualities together, when I go in nature, when I am controlling from within through the third eye, because there are no reins that are attached to these two sphinx, or usually horses. But Cancer is controlling that with his inner knowledge, with his inner wisdom, with that part that is always eternally connected to the big ocean, right? He's not a little drop. He is connected through the big ocean. And so that energy is now highlighting you, which is now in the waxing moon. And you come here with the horse, sit on it, and you literally tell people, this is the transformation that I'm bringing, and it's fixed. It cannot be negotiated. And so you can see how the king already lies dead here. The child is innocently looking at it and doesn't even know what this energy is. The young girl, she's looking away, she's turning her head. And the priest or the hierophant, he knows, and he goes towards him and he's saying, yes, I am understanding transformation. I'm understanding death. So I'm doing this reading because I am creating my own tarot deck with yoga positions, because I can see that a lot of yogic principles are in these cards, in these secret brotherhoods, exercises and teachings that always have existed already a long time ago in these old ancient societies, right? Societies that were powerful. And so I am including yoga poses, and that's why I'm doing this reading. Now, I'm going also back to the last reading because that's when the sun was in Gemini, and it's not like that ends there. It's a path that I'm telling, and the path continues, right? Now, with the sun in Cancer, and last time the sun was in Gemini, and the message there was learn to get up, then focus, straighten your crown, and continue on your path. So these were the pictures that you had back then. And you are the King of Cups. Here you sit in the middle of the ocean. Deep feelings that transform people when they come in connection with you. Feelings, though, they also have to be controlled the same way here Cancer is controlling his feelings. Not suppressing it, but controlling it and guiding it and steering it and doing wonderful things with it. You have the choice. Do you want destroy things around you, or do you want actually make people, be dependent on you because you're so good? Bring them together. Bring them into a neutralness. Not good, not bad, neutral. Allow the person itself to feel what they feel and express that and help them to be successful. That's what the sun is now giving you by highlighting the moon, which is in your sign. So The card, the King of Cups, the date here is the October 13 to November 12. If your birthday is before or after, please look in the description below. I have listed all the cards that I'm using here, and of course all the court cards with their dates. Let's begin. Now I'm telling a story as well with the first row because I go back into the 15th century, and here are the Visconti Sforza cards, Italian. They're 600 years old, and they're the most oldest cards and basically intact deck that was painted by the couple of the daughter of the Visconti and the son of the Sforza that got married from their parents, because back then money and wealth married, money and power married. And so here comes the 10 of coins. 10 of coins is Mercury in Virgo, and Mercury in Virgo is a lot of money. As you can see, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 senses. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 senses on the right and on the left side. And this kind of money is used to do good, philanthropical work, do good and help others, because interesting enough, the couple, usually when you get married by your parents, mostly there was no love involved, but the two were really amazing couple, and 10 years into their marriage they painted 78 tarot cards, and that was like unheard of, that someone has that kind of money to paint. You know, it wasn't like, oh, we produced something quickly on the computer. It was like a person had to paint over years these cards. So this kind of richness is coming to you, speaking to you. And these cards were painted around 1450. Now here we have Oswald Wirth. Oswald Wirth painted only the 22 major arcana. He didn't paint the minor arcana and neither the court cards. So here comes Temperance, the number 14, the mixing and the alchemical shift of two people from Gemini, from this reading, right? This is Gemini, and opposite Gemini 6 months later is Sagittarius. So there is something speaking to you saying, relax and start becoming exactly what I said. Become centered. Don't become black. Don't become white. Become the union here, Yoni Lingam, and start seeing what it is that you can now heal within yourself through that type of energy that you're bringing into the world. Now, his cards were used in the Kabbalistic Rose Cross order that was formed 1888 in France. So the card is called La Tempérance. And 1888, a very important date, 1 the Magician, and 3 times 8, for me the Earth star, for me connected to the star, to the age of Aquarius. Then comes the Hermetic Tarot. Now the story to this deck is that it was used in the Order of the Golden Dawn. That was also formed 1888 in England, I guess London. Sagittarius coming up again. The court card to Temperance is the Knight of Wands. That's fire and fire, that is energy, that is I want to know, and that is, like I said, opposite of Gemini, the last reading. So it's very much connected, this reading, with the last one, because something is speaking to me about, the learn to get up, then focus, straighten your crown, because when we fall, you are lying here on the floor, your crown, see this? You have gone through a transformation. You straighten your crown, you put it back on, and you continue your path. And here it is. You have, then right away, you have the money. You have a lot of money. And you have the centeredness to hold this kind of money. This money cannot be held if you are in the dark or in the light. You need to be in the center. That's where the success is. So it's speaking to you to act precise and clear and focused so that you can be successful, that you can actually be like this knight, right? Because you are a king, and the knight is action, is doing. The king is sitting and using more his mind. Now, why I'm using this is because Arthur Waite, who created the Rider-Waite Tarot, was in this order, and Aleister Crowley, that also comes after. Both men were in the order of the Golden Dawn, and so of course I have to use this tarot because two very important men come out of this order. So Arthur Waite, this one I picked, or I shuffled. The other three, the Cancer and the Scorpio, and of course your court card, I use that for demonstration. Now here comes the Six of Cups, which is Sun in Scorpio, but you have the Moon in Scorpio. So Sun in Scorpio, maybe remembering the reading when the Sun was in Scorpio, seeing maybe that reading one more time and see what was there happening and what is happening now. What is going on now? And so you can look back 6 months, right, into that time and say, okay, the number 6 is coming, is helping me to understand a time that the past has its power, but it's finished, and we have to sometimes let go. And so here is the Magician and the Empress. The Magician is giving the Empress one cup, the cup that is the highest cup, the cup of spirituality, the cup of the God, the cup of a higher consciousness. And you see the 1, 2, 3, 4 cups standing here, and in each one is a flower, and one is standing here behind him, and it's almost like it's the past. The building looks a little, not so fresh. And here's a person walking. So let that past memory be there, but give it. Give what you have. Give the good things that you have, because here's the Empress standing here and looking at him, and she's like thanking him for this memory, thanking him for this good time that they had. Now, 1920 were his cards printed, and of course what was revolutionary about his deck and made him worldwide famous was because he arranged the minor arcanas not anymore just in a sacred geometrical pattern. He arranged it also with people. He actually put the human side into it, and so people were able to understand these cards much, much more easier. Now comes Aleister Crowley. He also was in the order of the Golden Dawn, and both men left and then created their own tarot deck. And that was initiation back then. When you were part of that order, you had to study the tarot deck yourself and then paint it and show that you have understood what was going on in these cards. Each card has a very powerful meaning. Now here comes Pisces, the Knight of Cups. And Pisces is searching for love. Sometimes it's the energy of the victim. We've been in the victim for 2000 years, created by the church. The church was very clever. They know all of this. They know the mystical meanings of astrology, of numerology, of all the... They know. And they created, through the church, sheeps. And here we are, seeing a last stepping up into the Cancer that is coming here out of the cup. So Cancer here is coming through Pisces to you and saying, keep searching for the true love, not in a partner, not in another person, but within yourself. Now, the interesting thing about his deck was that his cards were printed 22 years after his death, 1969. And so even the followers or the people that handled all his legacy marked with that some important message. 22 years, that's the 22 major arcanas. Then his cards were printed. So a Piscean energy is coming, maybe a guardian angel to you, but also someone that's saying, hey, find yourself. Trust yourself. Know who you are. Know what you're doing. And trust that. And then comes Salvador Dali, 1970. And of course, these are Spanish cards. And here comes the Two of Cups. So Pisces is helping you to see that the intertwining of two energies, the combination of white and black, or male and female within you, is helping you to be more tempered, because that's exactly what's happening here, right? The two cups, or the two jugs here, right? They're bigger. The mixing and blending, the alchemical formula of water and fire, which is the most difficult combination there is. Of all the four elements, water and fire are the hardest to bring together. And that's the symbolism of male and female, also the silver and the gold. So here you have the Two of Cups, which is Venus in Cancer. So Cancer is talking to you, combine these two energies and find your center. And you see her lying here with an eye on her belly, an eye on her sexual, and then the angel is leaving her. You see that? I mean, it's a very interesting. Now look more closely at the picture. You see the face that's framing them? So there's the eye, there's the nose, there's the lips. And love sometimes gets quite degraded by certain energies, by certain people, by certain that don't even really understand what this kind of love really means. It's a liberation. It's an angel. He is an angel. And here's an angel. The angel is speaking to you. The angel is seriously talking to you. There's an angelic energy that's saying, hey, you got to come into your center. You got to understand that the alchemical transformation here is within you, but also trust that love, a certain love of a true love, a soulmate love, can liberate you, which happened maybe in the past, which is something that you see now through these two knights, Sagittarius and a Pisces, helping you, speaking to you, letting you know that you gotta find your center. Right? Your center. Sagittarius and a Pisces speaking to you very clearly. Then comes the Golden Dawn Tarot. And the Golden Dawn Tarot is actually a recreation of the tarot that existed before this one. So as you can see, each tarot is feeding the next one, right? And that's why I'm so interested in using different decks. And I'm taking really only one card per deck. but still they're speaking very clearly to each other. And so you see through the Seven of Pentacles a succession that's saying Saturn in Taurus, looking at the work you have done so far to work on this relationship, to work on realizing that things come and go, outer things come and go. There is a love, there is a soulmate love that is speaking to you, but you gotta work on that, because certain energies can only be understood from within. We cannot force a partner to stay with us. We cannot. A partner, when he leaves, we have to let him go, because then if we let him go, he will come back again. And so there is a certain work that is bringing you to know that you have your value, you have your place, and if the person leaves, let them go. If it's a memory, then let them go. Give them the love. Then they know, wow, they will never leave you. Because if you give them the love, the pure love, the true love, not the conditioned love, the way I want you to love me, the way I want you to be with me, then it will come to you in the right way. Then you get the Six of Swords, giving you then the knowledge of Mercury in Aquarius, the success of knowing that you work and mentally know that you can work things out so that everything is fine. It's just always within you. The solutions are within you. Now, this is Hermann Handel, a German artist that was in the World War II, got imprisoned and was saved by a Russian Jewish soldier. And that marked him. And then so 1985 were his cards printed. And of course these came out 1978. 6-6 portal, framing now the 7. Your self-worth. You know what you've done. You know who you are. You have your self-worth. But now continue to mentally understand that the journey continues. That whatever is happening in your life, you got to continue. You got to learn. You got to bring the self-worth to a very high level, to a richness that is within you, because here came 2. A richness again, which is now speaking to you, a 10-10 portal. A lot of money. If you handle money the right way, money in a successive way of science and the age of Aquarius, right? This is the 6 of Swords is Mercury of Aquarius, and it's the new message coming down of learning everything about the age of Aquarius, the Earth star, in a way, what 1888 says here, and also what 1888 says here. The power to be a magician and to know that the infinite knowledge of the number 8, the Earth star, the age of Aquarius that is coming now, is with us, and you can then have even more money if you learn, if you understand how everything is functioning. You have then more power. And now the last one here is the Medicine Woman, 1988, exactly 100 years later from these. And from the Hermetic Tarot comes the Native Indian deck, the Medicine Woman, very beautiful, comes you as a young person that is the student of Cups. Here you are learning with it, with enthusiasm to heal yourself, and you have a mentor behind you helping you. You have maybe a Pisces helping you to heal yourself, and you have people helping you so that you can begin a new path, begin a new journey, the zero, the seed that the wind is carrying, and a new voyage, a new journey is beginning of staying connected within yourself to your own knowledge of the yin and the yang and the healing that is within you. Heal yourself and you can make miracles, create miracles, right? Now we got the number 11, the blue chalcedon. This is a stone that is bringing you a very healing energy, because blue is the throat chakra, and the throat chakra speaks always about communicating in the most loving way. Now here the blue chalcedon is saying take things easy, come back to an inner balance and relaxedness, and taking out the speed, or taking out the wanting things to be quickly, like a little bit this speed, right? This is Sagittarius. He's very speedy. He wants things now. And so you overwhelmed by certain things, and this is gonna calm you down. This is gonna bring a balance to you. And the number 11. Now you have a 6-6 portal, like I said, right? The cups and the mind. And you have twice the 10-10 portal, the Mercury in Virgo, the information that is bringing a stability, that's bringing a richness into your life. It doesn't matter coins or stones. It's that materialness, being comfortable here in this dimension, in this material dimension. That's what this card is really speaking about, right? And the arrangement, as you can see, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 2 in the center. It's giving you an understanding that this moment is very precious, but can also leave very quickly. Then comes, after the blue chalcedon, comes the Lorelei, the number 31. And the healing water here that we can see, the healing that you started here to take serious, to heal really your heart, to heal your throat chakra, and to know that you can go and be the Piscean energy. Pisces, right? Here being attached a little bit to certain emotions, attached, and again I said the victim, this was the age of being a victim, releasing these people, releasing the boat here, and looking deep within and saying, do I still want to hold on to these kind of people? Let me myself go deep within and release myself. Now, the cards that I painted for you in the yoga position is the Scorpio Pose, of course. And so I see through this card now that the feet that we put above our head is helping you to get back into the water, is helping you to heal, is helping you to use water as the healing. And know that when you bring your feet above your head, you're not in that thinking mind, you're not in that I need to take care of certain things mentally. No, you gotta take care of things from a more emotional level, but let never emotions guide and direct you to a level that you cannot control them, right? So here you bring your feet above your head, do the Scorpio pose, because then the world is yours. The number 3, the world, the cycle is ending. You come to a place of, yes, I can do this. Yes, I can be of service for the whole world with what I have learned, with what I've gone through, with what I've bring to the people. I can bring this to the people, and in that has a little sacrifice, the number 44, because the 4 is framing the 3. 4, 4, 4. 3 times 4, you have the power to teach through the subconscious, teach through the emotion that you know really well, and teach to the people that emotions can be lived, can be accessed, can be healing, and can be bringing though a sacrifice. And in that sacrifice you see how something is leaving, how something is liberated, how something is the same way here in this 2 of Cups, the soulmate love, the letting go of someone, right? The letting go of someone that is in your life, the letting go of someone that's saying, maybe I want to go, maybe I need to go for a moment. So it's very interesting, this card, right? I want to read you a little bit out of this book from Salvador Dali, and you can look at the card. Mind and Soul. This card shows a scene from the 1870 painting of Cupid and Psyche by François-Édouard Picot. Greek mythology tells us of how the human psyche and the divine Cupid long for each other, and how after much ado they are finally united. The Roman poet Apuleius used this ancient myth as a model for his story of a man turned into a golden donkey. That love can indeed give wings to the lovers is symbolized by the yellow staff of Hermes, 2 intertwined serpents, and the winged lion's head. On the one hand, they represent the happy joining, on the other, the fatal entanglement of 2 people in love. On the abdomen of the lying down Psyche, we recognize a big, wide open eye. This is part of a face which has been drawn around the scene. On the left, we see the lips and the hairy chin of this head, which is reminiscent of a well-known portrait by Rembrandt. The unkempt hair on the chin and on the back of the head reminds us also of certain figures from the story of the golden donkey. All in all, this is a picture just as ambiguous and complex as our psyche. So, let go. Nothing. You can never own anything, not even money, not even emotions. You cannot own emotions. They own you. Make a sacrifice and let go. 44, 2 times 4, the heart. Be creative of how you work with your heart. And 3 times 4 is see that there is power in the heart, power in a heart that is united the same way here the yin and yang, or the yoni and lingam symbol. Now here I have Ashwasanchalan Asana High Lounge for Cancer, so you can practice these poses if you feel like, right? Then you can actually feel what it means to be successful yourself and what it means to let go of the ego, let go of that mind that is speaking incessantly about oneself and saying, I am the best, I am cool, I am all these things. Play, become a dolphin, and become sensitive into the attachment of elements, into the attachments of a lot of money, into the attachments of memories, into the attachments of a relationship, and into the attachments of, again, money, right? Money and money and money. Allow to learn as much as you can, learn so that you can grow, so that you can get knowledge, learn to heal yourself, and learn to start a new journey, and use the blue calcium to do that, and understand that sometimes we have to let go, we have to give a sacrifice so that that can be gone. And here you are, learning to play with attachments to a certain outcome, attachments that now here, if you use free associates, allow the first thing that comes into your mind without self-censorship to bestow a vision upon you. Now, which one was the first picture or the first image that you looked at when you look at this card? Number 71, the number 8. So here the 44 could be an 8 as well, but it is not for me because it's a portal, 4-4. And here the number 8 is speaking to you about realize that you have the power to liberate yourself by visualizing a conversation with Pisces, the page now. These are the pages, all the 3 water signs. So you have already Pisces here. You have Sun in Scorpio here. And speak with this gentle fish. Speak gentle. Speak kindly. Speak lovingly, no matter what the situation is. But don't do it because you want to be good, you want to attach people to you. Do it because this is your nature. Do it because you feel gentle, because you feel gentle with yourself, you feel loving with yourself. And that's why the water is healing. That's why you need to heal yourself very profoundly, because the water is coming here so that you're in your old age are not getting sick, because certain emotions make us sick. 29, you have a number 11 again, the blue ocean, the blue chalcedon, and learn to heal that any Venus in Aquarius, that mind games are never getting you anywhere. The peacefulness needs to be in your life. Meditation needs to be here. Tibetan flags, looking back at this is fighting for nothing. For what? For to be right, for to be in your ego. Doesn't bring you anything. Venus in Aquarius, like relationships, fighting for relationships that have in itself also the energy of failure, because it's the number 2. Go into the 3, because the 3 is bringing you the world. The 3 is self-love. The 3 is always then holding a relationship from a different level. So if he has 3 and she has 3, then it's the Gemini. It's the number 6 is the lovers. The lovers is uniting first within yourself, the Yoni Lingam symbol, and then realize that the 6 is coming through the stars in the sky, and that limitless possibilities can be seen in meditation, in the Ace of Swords, in that realization, hey, I am here, powerful, and don't need no one. But if someone comes and really is loving me and loving himself and sharing that energy with me, I can play, I can be in the water, I can really let go of things that make me attached to life, and liberate myself into the number 6. So that's the effect of loving Cancer on you, who is bringing constantly transformation to yourself, but also to the people that you touch. Wow. So I hope I see you in the next reading, because then the Earth is turning. So we see behind the Sun the constellation Leo. Leo is then at home. The Sun is then at home, because Leo and the Sun go together. And we see then the strength that we gain through the number 8. The 8 that is speaking here about the free association. So that's the only card that is gonna speak to you. Again, associate, right? Allow the first thing. So let's do it again. Look at the card. Allow the first thing that comes into your mind without self-censorship to bestow a vision upon you. Nice. So, until then, I thank you so much for being with me. Namaste.